Hello everybody, Slim Kirby here, and welcome to the final video of the Mario Party DS project. There's not a lot left to cover here. In fact, this video is probably going to be very plain and very informative and not really any sort of gameplay here. But there are some other features I want to very quickly cover and talk about before we close the project properly, and that's exactly what this video is going to be for. So, let's go ahead and get things talked about here. So first up we have multiplayer. As you know, and as I've talked about numerous times, Mario Party DS is not online, which is a huge shame because I feel like Mario Party really should be online. Multiplayer is a very important aspect of Mario Party, and online is a very important aspect of modern gaming, so it really should be online. I can kind of understand why it isn't, because there's a lot of different factors that go into this game, whether it's boards and minigames and just a lot of other things, and Nintendo's online honestly isn't that great compared to like Microsoft Online and other games that have been doing online for a much longer period of time. But still, I think it's something that I think they should really work on for the future Mario Party games, because I think it could be a lot of fun and I'd like to play with my friends. You know, without having to wait till conventions to play Mario Party with them. So yeah, whoever's working on Mario Party right now, seriously, give it a consideration. I think it's about time that Mario Party gets online. Seriously, it really needs it. But yeah, so for this game, you have to use the DS's download play feature, where basically one person has the game, and people who have DS's can actually join in if they go to the download play feature. So you don't need 4 copies of the game. You only need 1 copy of the game to play this multiplayer, which is thankfully a good thing. It's kind of akin back to the old days where, you know, whenever you had like a multiplayer game, only one person had to own the game. You just had to bring your controllers over and then just, you know, play the game there, which I thought was fine. I thought that was a fine way to do things back in the day, and I'm glad that they still kind of have that mindset here. But, like, you technically don't really even have local play either, where if you have 2 copies of the game, it really doesn't matter. Like, you have to join in through the DS download play. And you can still do this on 3DS consoles as well, but it is finicky, because I tried playing this with someone when I went to MomoCon last year, but it wasn't really working right for some reason. So I don't know. It may be like it may differ depending on the types of different DS systems you use. Maybe it was just a fluke and it wasn't working right then. I really have no idea. But you can essentially still play this game even on a 3DS. It is possible. I know for a fact that it's possible. So if you ever want to give it a try, definitely consider it. Just make sure you have someone who has the game, because this game is a lot of fun. And honestly, it's a lot of fun to play with people, too. I remember playing this game with Madame Wario when we used to like hang out a lot back in the day. This was actually the game we played when we first met up for the first time, and it was a lot of fun playing that. So Mario Party DS is a great game for multiplayer. I wouldn't say it's the best Mario Party for multiplayer. I still think that Mario Party 2 and a lot of the old traditional Mario Party games are excellent for that. But still, I think this game is pretty on par with those games as well, so you can definitely get a good experience with it. So yeah, seriously, make Mario Party online. It really needs it. So now that we're done with this, let's actually move on to the gallery. The gallery is where you basically see a lot of the extra features of the game. You have your collection, so your collection of items. You can take a look at those here. These are all the figurines and all the little things we've been kind of unlocking as we go throughout the game. First, we have character figures. The first 8 figures are the main characters of the game, and in order to unlock them, you have to actually beat the story mode with them. So the very first time I played the game, I beat the story mode with Toad, and then the second time I actually did when I was practicing for this playthrough, which I did with Mario, and that's how I have these 2 trophies. But there's still 6 other characters I need to beat story mode with, and I'm not sure if I'm really that set on unlocking all of these characters at once, so I'm not really going to be making a huge effort to do that. But one thing worth mentioning is once you unlock something, you'll be able to see the conditions for unlocking the 2 items that are next to the thing you unlock. So if you unlock 4, for example, you'll see the condition for 3 and 5. It's kind of like the achievement board in like Kirby's Air Ride and Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Super Smash Bros. 4 and stuff like that. So yeah, so here I have to get this to complete the story mode with Luigi, and this I have to beat the story mode with Waluigi. And then you have other figures that, for these, I think you just have to get a certain amount of party points. And I think that's true from here to the very bottom. And my god, you have to get a lot of party points if you want to unlock everything. This just says 681. I believe this is like 2,081, 4,081, 6,081. Basically, you get these in increments of 2,000, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's how you unlock the rest of these figures. Then you have board features. Most of these are requirements where you have to play a board a certain number of times, or you have to do something very specific on the board. So like here we have a lot of Wiggler's Garden objects from the Wiggler's Garden board. Then you have this one, which plays first on Wiggler's Garden board after earning the Wiggler Friend Badge, which I don't think we have yet, but that's basically one of these, so we'll get into that a little bit later. And then there's a bunch of other things too, so you have like, use the bank bulb on Wiggler's Garden board 3 times, use the tricolored flowers on the Wiggler's Garden board to get 30 coins 2 times, basically stuff like this. And there are a few secret hidden achievements as well. You want to know how to do this? Use Mario Wiki or Game FAQs or something, because they have all the secret requirements. But yeah, they'll also give you, again, just these different board features and stuff like this. You have play the violin on Toadette's music room board 2 times. So basically interacting with different parts of the board multiple times for the most part. And of course you always have these where it's like place first on Toadette Music Room after earning the Hammer Bro rival badge, stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got here. Place first on DK's while having the Diddy Kong friend badge. Place first on DK Stone Statue 3 times. Which, yeah, I don't have this one yet because I lost the board, if you remember correctly. But I believe you can do this in story mode, too, so it's very, very easy to unlock those if you just play story mode a few times, I'm sure. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got here. And yeah, we have more secret items. Dust off the picture frame on the Kamek's Library board 3 times. Place first on the Kamek's Library board after earning the Kamek Rival Badge. Secret item, Mario Wiki that. Break 1,000 points on Stick and Spin. And you also have some other ones that are actually kind of related to the puzzle modes of the game. So you have to beat certain score thresholds in some of the puzzle games. And I believe that's also the case for the minigame modes too. There's a few of these where you have to beat like a minigame mode a certain number of times. Which I already said I unlocked pretty much all of those already. But yeah, that's pretty much what you got here. Get launched by the cannon on Bowser's Pinball Machine 3 times. Get more than 500 coins from the Wheel of Wonder on Bowser's Pinball. Finish a game with at least 500 coins on the Bowser Pinball board. Which I believe you could probably do both of these in one swipe if you're clever enough. And yeah, that's pretty much what we have here. Next up we have the boss trophies. These are basically trophies from the boss fights, which, to unlock these, you just have to fight the boss fights a certain number of times and win. These are pretty easy to unlock, especially since you have the boss minigames in your possession. Just have to play them over and over again and you should be fine. But yeah, that's pretty much what this is. And finally you have the badges. Badges are like the character figurines because they're also unlocked via beating story mode, first of all, but also by getting party points. And unlike the character figures, these also work in increments of 2,000, but they're on the... let's see, let me make sure I get this right. they're on the even-numbered variants. So every even 1,000 you get... Or actually, wait, no. Every odd 1,000. Yeah, that's right. Every odd 1,000. I counted wrong there. So yeah, every odd 1,000 you'll unlock the character badges, which, if you can see on the top screen there, I have that Toad badge on. That's the badge I'm wearing. And for some of the achievements, you need to be wearing a certain badge when you attempt a board. So right now we have like just basic Mario characters here. Soon we'll unlock like the more important characters like Wiggler, Toadette, basically the characters that own the boards. Then you unlock Donkey Kong, you unlock the rival badges as well. So yeah, you'll unlock everything in time basically. That's really all I think I need to say about that. And again, yeah, we have a huge wait before we get to the end of this, which yeah, 50,000. Around 50,000 is where the final unlockable is. There might be one at 51,000, but I really don't remember for sure. I'll probably look up on Game FAQs before I close this video, just to be sure about all the unlockables. So that's it for the collection. Next you have the story cutscenes, which I already showed in the story mode video. This is where you can just view all the cutscenes. I think you unlock them as you go through the story mode. So every time you get a cutscene, it will appear here. You have your records, where you can view all of your minigame records, and, well, I guess you can also review records for Score Scuffle, for Boss Bash, and the puzzle modes as well, so you have that at your disposal. I really should do this, just to see if maybe I get an achievement for this, which I don't think you do, but, still, I should probably check that to be sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what you got here. You can also look at your, oh no, here they are. Okay, they show on the top screen, that's why. So yeah, here's all your records. There's my, Super Record Study Fall. The staff best is 1.2. They must have really not tried to get a 0.0 if that's the staff record. Although I guess they have to have something for you guys to aim for, I suppose. But it's really not that hard to get 0.0, to be honest. Then you have the sound test. I don't think you actually have to unlock this feature. I think you get it just from playing the game, and you can see all the music in the game. And of course you have all the character voices and sound effects and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what you got. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
It feels good to hear that. So yeah, that's pretty much what you got here. You got all of the music tracks and all the sound effects, which is nice. Last, you have the minigame set, where you can basically just look at the different types of minigames. So you have all the minigames. You have the simple minigames, the ones that I guess are not really that hard or that complicated, I'm guessing. And then you have the no mic minigames, which are basically all the games except for the mic minigames. Which can be a good thing, I suppose, if you're not a fan of using the mic, but honestly, the mic games are not really that harmful here. Again, I feel like the stylus control minigames are the difficult ones, at least in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The last thing I have to talk about, I guess, is the credits. If there are credits, I don't really remember if there are or not. I think there are. And since I can't really access them from here, I guess I'll just try to find some way I can get the credits or record the credits and then show them to you right now, like as I'm closing this project. Okay, well, it took a little extra work, but I did decide to grab the credits for you guys. Unfortunately, I couldn't put it with the rest of my layout, but it's okay. At least you guys get to see the credits anyway. But yeah, this has been the Mario Party DS board playthrough project, and I've said this numerous times before, but this has been so much fun to do. I really do like this game, and if I had to actually rank this game with the other Mario Party games, very recently I actually made a Mario Party ranking video list, which I think I'll link that in the video description for those who haven't seen that video yet. But yeah, recently I did make that ranking video, and going by those rankings, if I had to put this game anywhere, it would be in the huge clump of games that kind of take the 4th through 8th position. Somewhere in there. I really didn't think about this game too much. I just tried to have fun with it. I didn't really want to think about actually ranking this game alongside the other ones. But yeah, I think it really does capture the traditional style and the traditional spirit of the old Mario Party games, which I really, really love, and it's honestly a lot of fun to play through. I had a lot of fun playing through this project amidst all the success, all the fail. It was a good time, and I really, really like that about this project. And I hope you guys were able to enjoy this project for those reasons as well. So for those wondering what my next Mario Party project is going to be, obviously I'm not going to be doing any more projects this year because, well, it's December now, and I don't think I have room for another Mario Party project, but I will be trying to do one sometime in 2017. And the only 2 games I have left are Mario Party Island Tour and the newly released Mario Party Star Rush. So I'll pick which game I'm going to do. Honestly, at this point, it's looking more like Star Rush, just because I have Star Rush and I don't have Island Tour. But I may actually make an effort out to go out and get the game, especially now that it's Nintendo Select now, if I remember correctly. So because it's falls under that category, I might be more inclined to get it now that it's for a cheaper price. And I know it's not a great Mario Party game, a lot of people don't really like it that much, but I'd like to at least experience it a few times because it is a Mario Party game and I would like to see what it's all about. So next year, it'll more likely be Star Rush, but if it's not, I will be trying to get Island Tour as well, so we'll just see what happens. I would technically like to do Island Tour first, since it did come out before Star Rush, but again, it'll just all depend on what I have at that point. So while the credits have been rolling, I also took the liberty to look up on Game FAQs the requirements for getting the rest of the figurines, at least as far as party points are concerned. And to get everything in the game, you need to save up to 50,000 Mario Party points, which does seem like a lot, but you could easily get a whole bunch of those party points just by playing really, really long games and getting a lot of stars, because if you remember correctly, I pretty much was getting like 1,000 points for each Mario Party game, and that was only a 20-turn game. I imagine with 40 turns or even 50 turns, especially on maps like DK Stone Statue, where you can hoard stars like none other, you can get huge, huge amounts of party points. And I believe if you're good with fighting against computer players on Expert, that'll also be a great way to actually get party points, because I think you get more points for the higher difficulties. But again, you also have to deal with really annoying computers too, so that's kind of up to your discretion. So yeah, that's really all I'm going to be saying about this game. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad the Mario Party projects have returned. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys for the next project. Later, folks.